All right. Well, my camera's like, what the fuck? Oh no, that already fell. That's all right. I can fix that. Guess I should have checked it. The whole darn thing fell. It's all right. It's all right. Shit never works. I mean, it's just, you isn't that kind of cool? Kind of cool, huh? Turn on this light, see what happens. It's like a little mini party in here. Except I think I'm out of bubbles. I think I might be out of bubbles though. That's kind of how it feels. There we go. Now we're at a rave. We're at a drug-free rave. Do those exist? I know that people will listen to EDM without drugs. I don't know how you do that. I can't handle the ootsa. The ootsa. See how annoying it gets? Are we there yet? My lights are really full. It's all right. I got stickers. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's my Billy Joel one. The one I wanted was sold out. So, and I picked one that you gotta pick and you gotta do it fast. But I like this one because it's the old one, and I really like old Billy Joel stuff. I grew up on it. My wife got the cooler one though. I'll have to. She said, "You're gonna steal this one like you stole my John Lennon shirt," and I said, "No, I borrowed it." And she said, "Well, you still have it." I said, "Well, I'm still borrowing it." I stole it. She's stolen a couple of my shirts too. No, she hasn't. I stole her shirt. Okay. Nope. That's all one sided. All right. Well, welcome to Daily Trudge. It's a lonely world here. It's lonely. Come on, people. Get your butts here. Where is everybody? Where are you? Are you going to say hello? All right. Welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. If you're here, please say hello. I don't think anybody expects me at this time. The AC guy was coming, so I had to get up early. I'm not awake. I ain't getting enough sleep. It's all right. We're going to be reading out of the big book. So sometimes good things will happen so that bad things will happen. So we had an AC guy come out. Notice it's in quotations. Like this guy was just a friend of the landlord's and fucking YouTubed it. Okay. He said there was too much Freon and let a bunch out, and it fucked up our AC. Okay. Now, I decided, it's life. Didn't cost us anything. It cost the landlord. That was his deal. And I'll tell you something ironic. The guy I actually prefer is a practicing alcoholic. He is. Just, in case my niece watches this, she's in Turkey for the next year, so I doubt it. Man, I already miss her. I just now figured that out. My camera does not like these lights and all this shit. It's like, What are you doing? Said the best. The best. So this guy comes in. He looks at it. He's like, there's a lot of stuff jacked up with this. Looked at the furnace. He's like, your different furnace on its last leg. Let's make it last 5 more years. So because of somebody else's mess up, and I decided to have a decent attitude about it, somebody came along and it's going to cost me a little bit of money, sure, but now I know it's going to get done the right way. Okay, because I know this guy. Okay, and when it comes to work, alcoholics are superb at what they do. They have a very high work ethic. I don't trust him around my alcohol, but I trust him with my furnace. Yeah. And he's practicing. And it's funny. He didn't remember me. I met the guy like 5 times. I think it's because I'm in recovery. He just kind of wanted to forget about it. Because he kind of looked at me. I'm like, I'm Matt's brother. Oh, yeah. And I don't still think he put 2 and 2 together. All right. That's all right. That's all right. I get to reintroduce myself. And then maybe one day when he's ready, maybe he'll come to me. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Chapter 2. We of Alcoholics Anonymous know 1,000 men and women who were once just as hopeless as Bill. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. Hopeless. Whew. Kind of hard admitting that you're a hopeless, helpless alcoholic, isn't it? Yep. It can be tough, man. Might have to use the other camera if I want the lights, but it's doing too much right now. Hopeless, hopeless in the fact that I was beyond human aid. It was just my alcoholism that was beyond human aid. Everything else you humans get to help with. It's just the alcoholism I needed. I needed that lifted. I needed it lifted so I could see the other things going on in my life, so I could work on those things. Okay? It's kind of a trade. Kind of a trade. We are average Americans. Yeah. We're all over the place. You're going to meet at least an alcoholic a day if you leave the house. 1 in 10 people is alcoholic. And if you're in a room of 10 people, there's a good chance there's an alcoholic sitting in that room. Whether they're practicing or not, might make a difference. Okay. But there's also a good chance if you work at a company, you work with somebody in AA. They may not say anything. A lot of people choose to remain anonymous. Okay. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with remaining anonymous. In fact, there's a lot of humility with anonymity. And good job. We all kind of do this differently. I like to recover out loud because I have a lot of experience and I don't want you're not required to go through what I went through to get what we got. It's not a requirement. You already paid. Being an alcoholic is your admission because you're going to have to admit it. And that gives you the admission into AA. I cannot declare you an alcoholic. Only you can do that. Not a doctor, a judge, not anybody can declare you an alcoholic except you. Okay. Now they might put down in your chart, client has problems with substance use disorder. They might put like something like that in your file. That's not alcoholic in the sense that we're talking about. Okay. All sections of the country and many of his occupations are represented, every single one of them. Okay. I was talking to my sponsee yesterday. I love talking to sponsees when they don't know this stuff. And I explained how big AA really, really is. Because there's a lot of meetings we don't know about. You don't know about. We are not privy to this information. It is not given to you. Why? Because you're not a pilot. Because you're not a doctor. Because you are not a judge. These industries tend to have their own meetings. Pilots, especially, very much so. I've met everything in this program. I've met every occupation. I've met every type of person. I've met every type of person. I don't need to go into genders and all this other stuff. I've met every type. It doesn't matter. Alcoholic is no respecter of persons. It doesn't care who. It doesn't say, "Oh, your gender is your race is this. You're this, and so therefore I'm going to come after you." Nope. It does not see it. It doesn't even know what that is. It's all, "What's that?" It's like, "What's the color white?" I don't know what the color white is. Drink me. As well as many political, economic, social, and religious backgrounds. We're a sprinkling of everything, man. And that's what's great. See, there's people that come into the program that have studied Buddhism, that have studied all sorts of different religions. They bring them up in the meeting, and I get to snag those. I get to take those. See, why not take what is good? And that is why I can. And this is what, man, I'm so ahead of myself. Let's just stop for a second. Hi, Amber. Hi. It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Let's. Okay, Amber has been house shopping, so we're going to pray for Amber. For anybody that's been house shopping, you understand. Okay, and we're going to pray for Amber for some patience, because I know what it's like. Because you want to find that fucking house. You know it's out there. Be patient. It's coming. It's coming. You're doing the work. Unless that was the one that you liked yesterday. But I got a feeling. I just got this feeling you haven't found your house yet. I don't know. That's just my gut feeling. I could be wrong. I just don't feel like you're satisfied with what you look at. We Virgos are picky, but and when it comes to your house, be. Oh yeah. You gotta fucking live there, man. So, all right. I'm excited for you too. All right. But there exists among us a fellowship of friendliness and understanding, which is indescribably wonderful. Here we are. Oh, because of the short sell. Got it. Okay. Now I understand. Okay, I just connected both. Okay, now I got what you were trying to get at. I had to go back to my real estate days. Yes. I had a friend that wanted me to be a real estate agent at one point. It wasn't for me. All right. Now, right here it says, right here, there exists among a fellowship of friendliness and understanding, which is indescribably wonderful. Quite often, you will hear me say, I don't have the words for it. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what that is, but I love it. It gives me the ease and comfort that I need. See, when you learn the art of delayed gratification, you know what you get? Instant gratification. I've been tricking you guys for a long time. I'm kidding. I just figured that out, I think. I think I knew it. I'm just not awake. So I'm trying, I'm trying to educate and be entertaining. It's what I do. Want to see how high I can jump? That's how I'm feeling. All right. It's true, though, man. Now, why did I get to feel that way? There's no way that you're going to be able to feel this indescribably wonderful unless you've had a shit life. You won't be able to, because you need something in order. Your brain's going to compare it. That's why you need evil. You need evil, or good just doesn't exist. Okay, I'm not going to go into all of that, but I think you get what I'm saying on that, right? We're like the passengers of a great liner the moment after rescue from shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, and democracy pervade the vessel from steerage to captain's table. Unlike the feelings of the ship's passengers, however, our joy and escape from disaster does not subside as we go our individual ways. That's what's neat. Okay. And I'll let you know why. Because you felt something good and you want more of it. So, okay. Which is a good thing. This is actually a good thing. Right? Have you ever done what do I want to call it? Homeward Bound? Because it's not Homeward Bound. That was a program I was in when I was Homeward Bound. Those kids went home. Oh, sorry. I remember it's just place I was in. Anyway, have you ever been like you go to the mountains and you're with a group of people, or maybe you work for somewhere you did like trust falls and arduous things together. You did hard things together as a group. And what this did is it brings you together as a group. You share your feelings. You hang out in the mountains for 3 to 5 days with these people. And the point is that you can't survive unless you're with these other people, right? I don't remember any of their names. I don't remember a face. But I could recount alcoholics by the dozen. Okay? This common peril that we go through is so deep rooted. I mean, it's part of who you are. Well, I talked about this yesterday. Does your past define you? Yes, it does. Or you wouldn't be who you are today. And if you love yourself today, then you have to love yourself for everything. Your past doesn't define you. Yeah. Or my alcoholism doesn't define me. Well, I get what you're saying, but I also feel a certain level of denial in there. You know, there's something about acceptance that I'd rather use. I'd rather accept and be wrong, if that makes sense. The feeling having shared in the common peril is one element in the powerful cement which binds us, but that in itself would never held us together as we are now joined. That's a good start. Sometimes we lose people. Sometimes we lose people. You know, but it's this feeling of hope that can draw people in. What we're talking is about the attraction of the program. The indescribably wonderful is the feeling that you finally fucking belong. That was what it was for me. The indescribably wonderful is that I can walk into any AA room in the whole fucking world, say I am feeling lonely, is all I have to say, and everybody in that room will understand exactly what I'm saying. That's indescribably wonderful. We need it. Without it, I'm isolated, I'm alone, and that's where my disease wants me. Can't do that. The tremendous fact for every one of us is that we have discovered a common solution. All right. Bill W. didn't write the big book. That's what they're kind of talking about here. See, there's a thing called a humility. They're not going to tell you what they did. They'll tell you what they did wrong. But they're not going to brag about what they did right. Right? 100 people wrote the big book. It may have been Bill W.'s words, I tell you right now, you go read the first draft. Yeah, we wouldn't have qualified according to Bill's standards. We wouldn't have made it. No, they had to go through. No, Bill. Nope. They redlined that motherfucker, right? An honest desire to stop drinking. They're like, okay, Bill, who's honest? Okay. You know what Bill was? Wrong. Often. Yep. Bill W. was the greatest asset AA ever had. Asset. Just like you. Just like me. We're assets. Why? Because we add. We don't take. Right? We don't take. So the miracle of the book is that 100 people wrote it. That 100 alcoholics could agree on something. That's the miracle of the big book. People don't talk about that. There's history being missed. So I like talking about it because I know that this new generation, they need to know the history. Okay. That generation before me and my own generation decided to be kind of lazy. I'll just put it that way. So I'll do it. I'm going to do it the best that I can. We have a way out on which we can absolutely agree. We alcoholics don't agree on shit, but we agree on this, that you get your own way. People run around, oh, you got to have multiple pathways to recovery. This is the multiple pathway to recovery. Yep, it sure is. Well, AA is not the only way. You're absolutely correct. You can go anywhere you want. But I tell you now, you went to AA first. Love it or hate it, you did something about it. That's all we care about. AA could give a fuck less whether you put it down or not. The members will. I'll give a fuck. We run around putting down AA. Not around me. Okay. Well, actually, I may not say anything. It'll really depend. If it's affecting other people, other alcoholics, I'll probably say something. Okay. But here it is. We can absolutely agree, and upon which we can join in brotherly. This is very important. We can join in brotherly and harmonious action. Action. Okay. Brotherly. That means we do this together. We hold hands and we walk the broad highway together. When we do this, right? Hey friends, how's everybody doing? And we're walking. Then it's like a net, and we capture these other people. And then our highway becomes broader, and then we capture more people. And it's all on the basis of one person giving it away to another. I was talking to my sponsee yesterday. I'm like, I brought up sponsorship. I'm like, or you need to be a close man. And he got kind of defensive. I'm doing that. But I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. Okay. He wasn't ready to hear what needed to be said yet. Okay. So I'm letting that one sit. But what I did say is, so I'm like, that's great. So you understand that you cannot keep this unless you give it away now. That's the deal. That was the deal from the beginning, remember? Now, he is, he's an emotional dude like me. Okay. And I know his thought process. Okay. And that just means time. So I just planted a little seed. Okay. Now he's going to think on that. And do you know what's going to happen when he thinks on it? His intention won't change. Do you know what will happen? He will attract people he can help. Because God works that way. That's been my experience. See? He doesn't want to fuck up somebody else's life with his own bullshit. He's not comfortable with that yet. I get it. I get that. And I can't give him a hard time. I didn't feel like I was capable of helping people till I was about 4, probably close to 5 years sober. Yeah, probably 3, 4. I don't know. It was a few years though. I'm not the best when it comes to remembering the times. So, uh, this is a great book. This is the great news this book carries to those who suffer from alcoholism. An illness of this sort, and we have become to believe in an illness, involves those about us in a way no other human sickness can. It's true. And here's another thing that divides us from everybody else. No wonder we feel fucking lonely. Because we don't belong anywhere. We're like this fucking enigma walking around. You know, it's just, it's crazy, man. So when I see other people out there with the disease, that gets hard for us, man. Because we know that there's something better. I'm going to skip some stuff here. Highly competent psychiatrists who have dealt with us have found it sometimes impossible to persuade an alcoholic to discuss the situation without reserve. Strangely enough, wives, parents, and intimate friends usually find us even more unapproachable than do the psychiatrist and the doctor. We can help when no one else can. These people are professionals. They went to school. They are educated. And that's not going to do you any good with an alcoholic because we're usually educated ourselves and we will run circles around you. You're what we call low-hanging fruit. You're easy. The professionals are easy. I'll listen to you. I'm paying you. Shut up. We weren't honest with them. But the ex-problem drinker who has found the solution, who's properly armed with facts about himself, can genuinely win the entire confidence of another alcoholic in a few hours. Until such an understanding is reached, little or nothing can be accomplished. Yeah. Little or nothing can be accomplished. Okay. This is exactly what's wrong with Colorado. Our detoxes are being run by professionals, highly competent psychiatrists, and all these other people, and they're failing. They ain't going to get through to them. And they know this. But they're doing it anyway. It's my contention with the county. I always go to, I'm like, one alcoholic working with another alcoholic is the best way, right? Right. Okay, then why aren't we doing it? Well, because things take time and yeah. No, it's a lie. That's a lie. They may think it's the truth, but it's a lie. That was maybe given to them. A lot of these people are just following what the DSM told them, what NADAC told them, what Samson told them, and NADAC's full of shit. NADAC's not on your side. Okay? They spent the last 5 years turning alcoholism into alcohol use disorder. They just figure out how to call you names. Okay? The government really has no business being in our business. Here's the problem. Addiction's big business. Okay? Recovery is free and it's simple. People argue with me on this all the time. They do. Oh, well, treatment costs. You got Medicaid? Yeah. You don't pay for Medicaid. Free. I'm going to say something that a lot of people might have contention with. You don't need treatment. I didn't go to treatment. I went to treatment once when I was 15. I didn't need any more. I've been treatmentized. You don't get treatment more than, I think twice is enough. Well, it didn't stick the first time. No, you didn't do the work the first time. You still got the damn knowledge. You're just not applying it. So what? You want to know? Oh, then I can go and relax. And nope. See, I won't allow that. We're abusing treatment centers. Treatment centers should be for number one. Uh, if a person has not been to treatment, then they should go to the top of the list. Okay. So I'm not going to go quite into all that. Nope. Detox and AA and therapy. Maybe some IOP. Maybe. You can do it. I did it. I know a lot of people that didn't go through treatment. In fact, most of the people in AA did not go to treatment. No. Or maybe they went to treatment, it didn't work, but the seed was planted, so they just came back to AA. What does that mean? It means treatment worked. Just because it didn't hit then doesn't mean it didn't work. Right? All right. So there is a solution. You're it. You're it. You're the solution. I'm the solution. Go be the solution. Go be the solution. Right? When I focus on the solution, my attitude's better. I get more things done. I feel accomplished. Right? So, all right. I think my AC guy is back, so it's going to get a little noisy. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll go to a new meeting. I love you. Peace out and have a day.